Hi to all. With the help of this video, now I'm going to make you understand reported speech. You all have a question that what is direct and indirect speech? Let us try to understand what is that at first. Sometimes we have to give information about what other people say or think. So in order to do this, you can use direct or indirect speech. I'm repeating, direct or indirect speech to give information about what other people say or think. What is direct speech? Saying exactly what someone said is called direct speech. And you can recognize this with the help of quotations. See one example. And this is an example sentence for direct speech. What is indirect speech or reported speech? See here, indirect speech, sometimes called reported speech, and does not use quotation marks to enclose what the person said. And see an example sentence. And this is an example sentence for indirect speech. Please have a look at. It is indirect speech and it is direct speech. As I earlier mentioned to you, in order to learn the reported speech to the full, you have to follow the common do's and don'ts of reported speech. That is the only solution. There is no other solution. Please remember. And one more thing, there are 5 methods in reported speech. Among them, affirmative method is the first one. And here you have been given an example sentence, that is, Suresh said to him, I have given him money this morning. And one more thing you have to remember, that is, there are 4 steps while changing direct into indirect. Let us see again those 4 steps. And first one is reporting web. In each and every method we have reporting webs changes, and that is the first one. And second one is removing quotations. So while removing quotations, we have to use a conjunction in indirect speech. And the third and fourth steps are tense change along with pronouns and adverbs. Okay, so these are the 4 steps you have to remember while changing any direct into indirect. Now let us see how the changes are in indirect speech of this given example. And the first one is reporting web. So as it is the affirmative method, let me remind you, there are 2 types of reporting verbs. One is said and another one is said to. Said will become the same in indirect speech, whereas said to becomes not said to, but said to becomes told. And that is the point you have to remember. And coming to second step is removing quotations, but you have to remove the quotations. In the place of that, you have to use one conjunction according to the method. And here the conjunction is that. And the third and fourth steps are nothing but only tense change along with pronouns and adverbs. And let us see the third and fourth step at a time. What is that? He had given him money that morning. And here I have given him money this morning becomes he had given him money that morning. And so while changing this one into this one, we followed 3 things. One is tense change, second one is pronouns changes, and third one is adverbs. And the tense change is here the present perfect, and it becomes past perfect. And pronouns changes are I and him are pronouns, and I changed into he and him changed into him again. And adverbs. So what are the adverbs? The adverbs are this morning, and this morning becomes that morning. So how the present perfect sentence is changed into past perfect and all other changes only with the help of tables what we learned earlier. But on this occasion, I would like to remind you again the changes of pronouns with the help of table. See the table. So first of all, let us try to understand the table. And here you have been given subjective pronouns and objective pronouns. And these are first personal, second personal, and third personal. Again, first personal, second personal, third personal. Anyway, all of you follow the rule. The first personal pronouns are changed according to the subject of main clause of direct speech. What is the main clause of direct speech? The main clause is nothing but Suresh said to him. Suresh said to him is said to be the main clause, or the clause is outside of the quotations. Okay, so anyway, the first personal pronouns are changed according to the subject of main clause. Here I is a first personal pronoun and it is changed into he. Why? Because the first personal pronouns are changed according to the subject of main clause, and it is the main clause, and what is the subject in this clause, and that is subject. Sorry, Suresh. So Suresh refers to he. So I may be changed into he. So that's why I and here he. Whereas coming to object to pronoun him, and the table tells you one thing, that is object to pronoun, third personal pronouns cannot be changed and they remain the same. So him, we have done as it is, that is him again. And I'm repeating finally, you can change the direct into indirect only with the help of three tables, that is tenses table and pronouns table, adverbs of time and place table only. Got it? It's a negative of affirmative method. Let us see one example sentence. Suresh said to me, my friend did not pay me money last week. Let us see the changes. And here said to becomes told, and removing quotations in the place of that, you have to use one conjunction, that is that, because it is affirmative method. And so finally let us see the third and fourth steps, that is tense change along with pronouns and adverbs. And here my friend did not pay me money last week becomes his friend had not paid him money the previous week. So how it is changed? And you have to remember three things. One is tense, second one pronouns, and third one is adverbs. What is the tense here? The tense is simple past, and here the tense is past perfect. And what are the pronouns here? My is a pronoun and me is a pronoun. My becomes his and me becomes him. And what is the adverb? Adverb is last week, and last week becomes the previous week. So on this occasion again, let me take the help of the pronouns table, because it is very important. Generally we are all confused with pronouns changes. See, so here possessive adjectives are given and objective pronouns are given. Again remember what are first personal, second personal and third personal. First personal, second personal, third personal, and the rules are all the first personal pronouns are changed according to the subject of main clause, and second personal pronouns are changed according to the object of main clause, and third personal remain the same. So here my becomes his. Why? Here my is a first personal pronoun and the rule is, and it is changed according to the subject of main clause of direct speech, and here the subject is Suresh. Suresh refers to his, so my becomes his. Similarly, so my becomes his, and here one more pronoun, that is me, and me means again it's a objective pronoun and it is a first personal pronoun, and the rule please follow. So me can be changed according to the subject of main clause, and Suresh is the subject and Suresh refers to he, so me becomes him. So that's why me, him. Got it?